I've been asked would I try and explain how I play Scotland the Brave. As with any song where I'm trying to play the tune as well as strum the accompaniment, the important part is to know where the notes are that go with the tune. And I find they are most easily found if you use the set of chord shapes C, F and G7 and any associated chords that go with them. The entire first line of Scotland the Brave is played using only the chord shape for C. And apart from two places where a hammer-on is called for, the fingers remain in the C chord shape right through the first line as follows. Helps if we get that right. Start again. I should have said at the beginning, if I make any fluffs, please forgive me. I'm not used to playing at this slow tempo. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. So the first line again. Now then, this little bit is a little run down the strings to lead us back from G7 to C. Technical name for it, I think, is an arpeggio. It's just a simple 3-note or 4-note run. 4 notes. Not that one. So practically the whole verse can be played note for note using those three chord shapes, C, F and G7, and with a few down strums and up strums put in, it can sound something like this. At a faster tempo, it's actually easier than it is at a slow tempo. Now for the chorus, the first two lines of the chorus don't quite lend themselves the same for picking out the individual notes, so they're played largely by strumming. But there will still be a few places where you can still hear the notes being picked out. I'll try and explain that better when I put the annotations in. So when you look at the top of the screen, you should be able to see which strings I'm plucking at certain times to fit in with the tune. So it starts in G, the chorus, and the first note is not actually in G, so I'm not going to play a note, I'm going to strum the first bit. Now we get back to the notes again, we can do. I always make a mess of that. I'll try and do it without concentrating on the notes, more on the strum, and hopefully you'll hear the notes there as well. at that slightly faster tempo, it's actually, I find it a bit easier, because even when you hit the wrong notes, because they're part of the chord you're playing, it doesn't sound wrong. And you've picked out sufficient notes of the tune to give the impression that you've played the entire tune. Well, I hope that has been of some help. If you want to hear what the song sounds like at proper tempo, then I refer you to my video, Scotland the Brave. Thanks for listening. Hope it was helpful.